Hey folks, Andy with you for UFC fight predictions. This is my predictions for UFC 132. Some of these I'm a little loose on. Some fighters I haven't seen before, so they're just going to be my loose predictions. I'm using the Facebook MMA fantasy fight predictions little app. Well worth digging into if you don't want to get too serious and spend money, that sort of thing. Check it out. I'll put a link underneath for you down there. All right, so going from the top, I'm going to do my pick, and within this system, they also have which round and how, so I'm going to include that as well, which makes things a little more interesting. So for the main card, I am going with Urijah Faber by decision. So it's obviously the full 5 rounds for that one. I think it's going to be close. It's a hard one to call, but my pick is on Faber. All right. Vanderlei versus Chris Lieben. I've got some interesting thoughts about this one because they're both known for being tough dudes and being able to take a shot, but both of them recently have, had knockouts. But someone made an interesting observation that for Vanderlei, it's a case of when he gets clocked, he goes down straight away, whereas Lieben, yeah, he got knocked out in his last fight, but he took a few first, and, potentially it's sort of a who gets in first sort of situation. So purely based on that, I feel like going for Lieben, but I'm gonna go Vanderlei. See how we go. So TKO. I want to go second round, but I'm going to say first round. TKO first round, Vanderlei. All right, Brian Bowles versus Takeya Mizugaki. I don't know enough about both of them, but my bet is on Brian Bowles. There's a lot of odds on Brian Bowles, so I've kind of gone the safe one there by decision. Carlos Condit versus Dong Hyun Kim. I have gone decision for Dong Hyun Kim for that one. I haven't seen Carlos Condit fight for a little bit. And yeah, interesting matchup. So that's my take on that one. Brad Tavares versus Aaron Simpson. I've seen both of them, but again, not for a while. They're not fresh enough in my mind. But I'm going with Aaron Simpson from my recollection of what I've seen of him before. And I've gone, yet again, decision. Hopefully it doesn't go to decisions, all of these, but that's the way I'm going with it. Rafael dos Anjos versus GSOT, George Aropoulos. Aussie, oi, oi, oi. I have said submission round 2 for this one. So interesting to see if he's learnt from his fight with Seaver. He seems like the guy, he's always improved from fight to fight, and he's a smart, switched-on guy. So I think he would have learned from last time, especially when he really got desperate going for takedowns against Dennis Seaver. That was interesting to see, and I think he's going to learn from that after watching that. So it'll be interesting to see, if he gets stuffed, what his take is going to be, if he goes for that desperation sort of takedown sort of mode again, or if he, keeps on hands and plays to that. Melvin Gillard versus Shane Roller. I have put my money on TKO round 2 for Melvin Gillard. Andre Winner versus Anthony, and I always have to look at the name twice and then read it forwards and read it backwards. Njokuani. Yes, I got it first time this time. Just got to hear Joe Rogan say it enough to get it into your head. I have gone... I was actually going to go Andre Winner by decision, but real loose on this one. I'm going to stick with what I've got there on the paper. I haven't changed it so far, or on the screen. So Andre Winner by decision. Yeah, not too sure on that one. Donnie Walker versus Jeff Hoagland. Again, not familiar enough with these two guys to have a educated pick, but I have gone Donnie Walker to win by TKO round 1, which I don't know anything about him. Maybe he's not even a striker, but you got to fill it in. You got to be in it to win it. All right. So the other one that is missing there. I knew there was one. Tito versus Bader. Huge odds, the biggest odds out of all of them for Ryan Bader for this one. Potentially a very boring fight, but hopefully it's not. Hopefully these guys get out there and bang, but I don't think they will. I think it's going to be pretty boring. Full 3 rounds. Bader, is who I've got my money on. Funny thing happened with this. I actually signed up to a proper betting site for the first time this week. No plans on big bets, nice and controlled betting, but adds a bit more element of of just getting you into the fights a little bit more when you've got maybe a few dollars on it. I signed up to a site, and I put a link underneath for you to sports betting. I can't remember what they were called, but the link's down there. And basically, you get a free bonus of $100 that you can spend. And what I didn't realize was you can't break that up. It's all in one go. You have to put that $100 on one bet. And basically, I put it on beta, and so $100. If I win with that, I think I get $17 back. It's the worst possible payback. I'd never put $100 on something where you got those sort of odds of a $17 payback for $100 down. But there it is. That's what happened. So I know the system for next time, and I got an extra $50 bonus by using a code on that as well. So I can let you guys know about that down underneath as well if you want to get into the bit of real life betting as well. So that's my tale for this week. As always, put your money where your mouth is, or put something where your mouth is. If you can't consolidate your picks, it ain't worth shit, as I always say. So if you're gonna leave a comment, make sure that you've got your bets there. Put it on a video or put it on paper. Put it somewhere, because saying I picked the winner after doesn't mean anything. All right, guys, I'll catch you for more UFC fight predictions soon. May do a follow-up video to this one to see how I went on my bets. Done pretty well from the UFC Fight Fantasy app on Facebook over the last few weeks, getting over 200 points each time. Really happy with how I've done. A little bit arsey, I'm going to admit that. So see how I go with that. But sure to hop on there. It's a good little app if you don't want to spend any money. All right, catch you for more soon.